Hello my friends, hello, welcome back to the channel. This is the third video dedicated to the Halloween mood on my channel. I hope you watched the first one, the second one. If not, I'm gonna pin them down there in the comments, so make sure you watch them. They're ghosts, a lot of ghosts, ghost stories. You will love them if you are into ghost stories and mysteries, yeah. But today's story, well, it's a little bit different. It's more about the ghost town. And I don't know how about you, but I feel always very overwhelmed when I think about ghost towns. I actually had one very close when I was living in Latvia. It was called Zvezdička or Zvaigznīte. It was like an old Soviet time astronomical center. Yeah, it was a real ghost town. And whenever I went there, I got chills. You know, like the feeling that there were people, families living there, working, having their normal lives like you and I. And then at one moment, they just went away and left everything as it is, you know, like with all of their energies and all of their aura. And, you know, like it usually looks like somebody still can live there, but there's none, you know. So there is actually one very intriguing ghost town in Norway. And today's video is a story about that. The town's name is Pyramiden, which is like a pyramid, I guess, in translation. It's a ghost town that is located in Norwegian archipelago called Svalbard. I guess you all know what it is, so it's in the high Arctic. The town called Pyramiden was once a place that was inhabited by around 1,000 people. And this town was basically a coal mining town, which meant that people living there were basically working in the coal mine, and they also had their families to live together with them. So they built all of the infrastructure so that the people can move there, work and live like a normal life together with their family. This town was actually founded by Sweden in 1910, and then later on it was sold to Soviet Union, and it happened in 1927. And the place got its name from the mountain, and it has a pyramid shape, hence the name Pyramiden. That explains my question at the beginning when I was like, what is the translation of Pyramiden? I mean, it's obvious, you know, but you need to know the reason why it's Pyramiden. So mountain, that's the reason. The town was developed according to the ideas of the Soviet ideas of how an ideal society would look. Therefore, they had everything there. They had greenhouses, farms, they had kindergartens, they had schools, they had restaurants, they had a hotel, like all the facilities that you can like imagine and name it, they had it. They even had a cat cemetery, you know, like that explains how elaborate and cool the city was. Like they didn't even feel that they're living in higher Arctic. Like they had everything, normal life. Who cares about the cold? I mean, I would care, but for them, who cares? So when I said Sweden sold this town to Soviet Union, then all of these mines were kind of managed by a Russian state-owned business. So basically they were managing everything. And after 53 years of operation in 1998, all of the mines were closed and the people had to move out of there. So what happened? What made this beautiful town into a ghost town? Well, there were several reasons for that, like some of them business related and logical, but one was really devastating, and I'm also gonna touch upon that a little bit further in the video, so stay tuned. So first of all, the prices of coal went down, so it wasn't a very good business anymore. And also Russians were struggling with like coal mining extraction process from the mountains, so it became so difficult that it wasn't even like manageable and profitable anymore. So those were like the main financial and practical problems they had to face. But another very like devastating contributor to closing these mines was also a catastrophe that happened. So first of all, when I was saying there were around 1,000 people living there, working, you know, like even families and kids and stuff, You might have the question, how do the Russians took people to that place to start living? The answer is simple. They put them in a plane and they just told them, go there, you will have a life, you will have a work. So they just transported them there. Unfortunately, one of these kind of transportations took a very, very sad turn. So in 1996, one of the planes operated by Vnukovo Airlines from Russia was supposed to take Russian and Ukrainian workers and their families to this Pyramiden town so that they can go there, settle down, work and live. Unfortunately, they didn't reach the destination. Unfortunately, the plane crashed in Operafjelle while attempting to land in Svalbard airport. In general, what we have to know and what's the saddest part is that all 141 people, including 11 crew members and also 130 passengers, within whom were also children, all of them died. This was definitely one of the most deadliest aviation catastrophes in Norway. Needless to say, this was a horrible, horrible disaster, and of course, it also contributed to closing down the mines. So as I said, apart from all of the business and practical issues, also this one, I guess, contributed a lot. And I mean, there was a huge investigation, and you can read all about that online. If you want me to dive into this story, write down in comments, I can do that, like within the framework of Norwegian true crime or whatever. But this story is about the Pyramiden town. I just touched upon this story so that because it's related. Anyways, the legend says that in the year 1998, when the Russian state-owned company decided to finally shut down the mines and close everything, they kind of allegedly tricked all of the inhabitants and workers in the town. They kind of tricked them to go on a holiday in the mainland, and afterwards they just forbid them to come back, and therefore all of the city looks so abandoned, and this is how they managed to get all of these people out from this town. This is a terrible story. Yeah, so that's the rumor and that's the legend that's going around. And yeah, so after this allegedly trick, this little town now was staying there completely empty, kind of frozen in time, and just wind was blowing between the walls of the houses and nothing was happening there anymore. Well, this is the part where I'll tell you, of course, it's an urban legend. Although if you go there, you would really have this feeling that, yeah, there might be some kind of weird story behind it, because it really looks like people just disappeared in a couple of seconds out of there. Everything looks like it's been left there as it is, and people just poof, disappeared. Because if you see pictures online, there are like vodka bottles on the windowsills, open manuals like in the workstations where people were working. There are like dolls left there, for kids to play. Everything looks as if it's just like something happened and they escaped. But I'm here to debunk that. Nothing like out of this ordinary perception happened. Everything has like a normal explanation, but still it looks airy, it looks weird. And I think also one of the most creepiest things is that there is still like a statue of Lenin's head, and it's like put in a place that's kind of overlooking the town. So he's like, up until nowadays, this head is looking to the empty ghost town. But you can read about it online, and you can see some videos from the people who have managed to be there. There are also interesting articles. Yeah, so just wanted to share this story because I think it's very unique. You would never think about a ghost town, about an abandoned town in Norway, especially an old Soviet ghost town, So this is it. This is the story. I mean, let me know in the comments, have you ever been in these kind of ghost towns anywhere else in the world? And what do you think about them? What are your feelings when you enter them? And also write down if you would be up for visiting this kind of ghost town. I mean, I think I would. I love things like that. I don't know. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I am very happy that you are enjoying my Halloween edition. I really tried with the dark wig, but now I'm so super hot. I just really want to take it off. It's like, this is me. Ooh, creepy. So thank you for watching. Do appreciate my struggle, my research on different topics. Press those likes, share this video with everyone who would be very interested to see it. Comment, as I said before. Love you all, as always. Stay safe, even during the Halloween. You know, there are spirits out there. Haha. And yeah, also don't forget to watch my shorts. I've been very active with my shorts. I hope you love them, and see you next time. Woo!